witness should make the affirmation that she would speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. She could not be sworn in because of the fact that she is in a remote location. So, Mrs. Thomas, Jahate, excuse me, swear in the witness by getting her to make the affirmation to speak the truth, and then you can proceed from there. Thank you. Okay, perhaps I should just do that for Mrs. Jahate. Let me be the usher today. Uh, Auntie Koso, could you please show
Yes.
us the witness, please? Uh, good afternoon, Auntie. I know it's still in the morning in the US where you are. Welcome to the Trrc. Because you are in a remote location, we are going to ask you to affirm to speak the truth. Do you understand?
Yes.
Could you repeat after me?
Okay.
I
I,
state your full names.
Georgiana Kusotelo,
Hereby affirm
hereby affirm
that I will speak the truth,
that I will speak the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
Thank you very much, Auntie Koso. I now hand
You're
over
welcome.
to Counsel Mrs. Sagar Thomas Jahate to lead you in evidence. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fallon. Thank you, Madam Chairman. Auntie Kuso, good morning to you.
Good morning to you too.
Thank you
or
so
good
much
afternoon
for...
in Gambia time.
Indeed, good afternoon in Gambian time, but good morning to you in the U.S.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for agreeing to come and give your testimony today. Really appreciate that. As Mr. Fall said, my name is Sagar Thomas Jahate, and I'll be leading your questions today. We'll go through some, I'll just tell you what to expect during the testimony. We'll go through some of your personal details. We just want to know who you are, have a sense of who you are as a person, go through your background, you know, your education, professional career, and also we will then go into what happened to you after 1994, the victimization that you suffered, and some of the human rights violations. Also your persecution and trial, and eventual release, and how you journeyed through different countries to find a safe haven and also to seek asylum eventually. And we would also like to know what impact finally that had on your life, your experience, the impact that the experience had on your life. And perhaps one or two words you may have, words of advice or words of wisdom for the Gambian people. Thank you very much. I hope you understand and that's clear to you.
Yes.
Thank you. I just want to remind you that for the purpose of the hearing, we would like you to speak clearly into the microphone. Also, can you speak loudly so that everybody can also hear what you're about to tell the commission and to the public as well. So I will start the questioning. What is your name?
Please, can I just say can I say prayers, please?
Of course. Please go ahead, Auntie Koso. Please go ahead.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still water. He restoreth my soul. I just thank God for this morning. I thank him for all these years, what I've gone through. I thank God for today. Today is the day for me to give my testimony. And I will speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Lord, I thank you. You have protected me. You have guided me. You have made a way for me where there is no way. You made a promise that you will never leave me, not forsake me. You will see me up to the end. And today is the day for me to say my testimony. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen, Auntie Koso. Auntie Koso, can you please give us your full names, please?
Georgiana Koso Taylor.
Are you commonly known by a particular name?
Koso. Most people know me for Koso.
Where do you live?
Right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm in US. I live in California.
Okay. Are you currently working?
Yes, I do work.
Okay. What is your occupation?
I do nursing.
Okay. Where were you born?
I was born in a small Upper River Division, Nyanimaro.
Okay. Where did you grow up?
I went at the age of 8 years or 10 years, I went to Sierra Leone.
Okay.
And then come back to the Gambia.
All right. Before then, where else did you live in the Gambia after you left the provinces?
29 Upsi, those are my parents' home. My parents were a trader.
Okay, thank you. You said at the age of 6 years you went to Sierra Leone.
Yes, at the age of 8 years, I went to Sierra Leone.
Were you in Freetown?
Yes, I was in Freetown.
Okay, can you tell us what you did in Freetown?
We went for holidays to Freetown with my parents. My parents normally goes to Freetown for the summer. Then we went for holiday with my parents, and then we decided to stay with one of my aunts. That's how our parents left me there with my aunt, because I was crying. I like Freetown, and that's my parents' original country. So I went there.
Thank you.
I stayed with one of my aunts.
Sorry, did you go to school in Freetown?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did you attend elementary and secondary education there?
Yes.
Okay. What happened when you finished your school in Freetown?
I came to the Gambia.
Yes, please. Can you continue?
I came to the Gambia. Then I was working. I came to the Gambia. Then I applied at Medical and Health for an auxiliary nurse, and I was working as a nurse in the Royal Victoria Hospital.
Okay. How long did you work as a nurse at the RVH?
Almost 10 years.
And when you completed that assignment, did you do anything else?
Yes, I started to do little business, going to Las Palmas to buy goods to sell. And then I went into politics.
Okay. When did you go into politics?
I went into politics in the 80s.
Okay. And did you belong to any particular political party?
Oh, yes, CP.
Sorry, Auntie Koso, can you repeat that?
PPP.
All right. Can you tell us what your role in the PPP party was?
But I was a militant. I do go to all meetings, speak in most platforms. And then later, I was nominated as a councillor for Banjul City Council.
Did you belong to... Sorry, Auntie Koso, can you go on?
I was nominated by the minister, which was Landin Jalo Sonko at that time.
Okay, thank you. Did you belong to any particular wing of the PPP party?
Yes, we have the Women National Executive Committee. I was the treasurer there.
Okay. Can you remember the 22nd day of July, 1994?
Yes.
Can you tell us if you know what happened on that day?
They staged a coup They overthrew my government.
Who staged the coup to overthrow the government?
Well, the military.
Okay, thank you. Where were you on that particular day?
I was at home.
Did anything happen?
Well, I don't know because I was not in the streets to know, but I had it from the news there, but there was a coup.
All right. Can you remember the 12th day of October 1995?
Yes. On the 12th day of October, which was on a Thursday, I was going to Kairaba Avenue to an airline agent, Africa Airline, to purchase a ticket to go to Freetown. So on my way going, I didn't know the place, so I had to calm down, walking towards Kairaba. Then I saw a gentleman by the name of Seni Mane. He breaks me and say, hello, how are you? I say, I'm fine. He knows me because he has been seeing me. I said, I'm fine. He said, are you here for the demonstration? I said, demonstration? Which kind of demonstration? He didn't say nothing. And then I just see a cab brake in front of me, and they asked me to enter the transport. I said, why should I enter this transport? So they had to push me. I went into the car. Then I had to go. They had to take me to Kairaba police station.
Okay. Can you tell us what happened when you got to Kairaba police station? What did you observe?
I observed there are a few people sitting on the bench there. I asked them what happened. They said they don't know. They arrest them. I say, oh. I say, me too. They brought me. I don't know. They check my bag. They find my passport and the money in my bag. They count it, and then they kept the bag and everything.
Okay.
And then
sorry, Auntie Koso, for interrupting.
No, that's
Please
okay.
continue.
It was almost like $1,800 at that time.
Okay, thank you. Did you observe a military presence in the station when you got there?
Actually, no. I just met the police officers.
Okay, all right. Were you detained?
Yes, I was detained there. I was there. I keep on asking, what happened? What time am I going home? They said, hold on. Until night time, we were picked up. I don't know where we were going because it was late at night and it was dark. Then we find ourselves into the Fajara barracks.
All right. Thank you, Auntie Koso. Can you just, let's just backtrack a little bit. When the money was counted, can you tell us who actually took the money from you?
The police officer who was on duty, I don't remember his name.
Okay, you don't remember
the bag
name.
and the money and yes, everything was given. Everything was left with them. My bag, my passport, and the money, everything.
Right. Can you tell us exactly where you were detained? Were you detained in the cell at Kairaba police station?
No, I was not. I was sitting on the bench with others people.
Were you behind the counter?
Yes.
Okay. And you were with how many other people?
I think about 10 or yeah, about 10.
Okay. Can you tell us the gender of the people you were detained with?
Well, actually, I don't know what was. Some of them, they are all male.
Right. You were the only woman, is that correct?
Yes, in that Fajara one. Yes, I was the only female amongst them.
Right. Let's move on now to your journey to Fajara barracks. You said a big truck came into the police station and you were asked to enter. Can you tell us?
Yeah, all of us.
Can you tell us who escorted you to the truck and who actually escorted you all the way to Fajara Barracks?
Well, the officers, they escort us to the truck. And then the driver was there, and then the military people were back of it, and then they take us to Fajara.
So it was the military. Sorry, Antiko.
The police officer and the military
who actually took you to Fajara Barracks?
Yeah, all of us, the people who were there with me.
Okay. At this point, did you know any of these people who you were detained with and who you were being transported with to Fajara Barracks?
No, those people, I don't know the ones in Fajara. But when I went to the barracks, I know few of them.
Okay. When you got to Fajara Barracks, can you just explain what happened? How did you know you were actually at Fajara Barracks when you got there?
Because when we get there, because all the military, because some of them were outside, then they take us to a storage. I think that storage is where they kept their rice because it was so dirty. Nothing was in there. That's where we were. That's where I was.
Okay. So what happened when you were taken to this storage facility? Can you tell us what happened next?
So I was there on the Thursday night. Friday morning, we didn't wash our face, no water to drink, nothing. The place was so dirty, no mats for us to lie on, to lie down. So we were there. Throughout Friday, we were there. On Saturday morning.
Okay.
Oh, Saturday morning was...
Yeah, sorry, Antiko, so just take your time. Let's not rush. I would still like to know some details about Thursday and Friday before we get to Saturday. Are you okay?
Thursday there wasn't. Yes, I'm okay.
Do you need some time?
Thursday there wasn't. No, let's go on. Let's go on.
Okay, on Thursday, I would just like to know where you slept, if indeed you did sleep.
We couldn't sleep. We just sit on the floor because the floor was so dirty. It's a tapole, black tapole with rice, with those weevils flying all over the place.
Okay. Antiko, so when you got to the storage facility at Fajara Barracks, you remember you told us that you came with about 10 other detainees from Fajara Barracks. Mm-hmm. When you got to Fajara Barracks, did you meet any other detainees there at the storage facility where you were being detained?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us who you met there?
I met some of them, actually. I don't know most of them. It's Saturday. They started bringing more people on Friday. Then I know those ones.
Okay.
OJ was there with me.
All right. Can you tell us approximately how many people were detained at Fajara Barracks whilst you were there?
Oh, there were many. I can't count. I didn't count because where I was stressed out, thinking to leave that place.
Okay. Were there more than 20 people there?
Oh, yes, there were more than 20.
More than 30?
I think it's about approximately, yeah, I think more than, because they were bringing, every day they will bring people there. They will bring people and drop people and go.
Okay. You started telling us about the people who were there. You mentioned OJ Jallo, for example, or OJ.
Yes, OJ was there. The late Usenunjai too was there. MC Cham was there. Okay. Jobate Mane was there. And then something 5 was there. Those are the people I think I can remember right now.
Okay.
But there were a lot of people there.
Was there someone called Bach Samba Jallo there?
Yes, Bach Samba Jallo, yes. Bach Samba Jallo.
Okay. Were there any other people who you remember being there?
Lot of them, but some of them, their name have been, I don't remember the names, but there are a lot of them.
Do you remember one Jabate Mane who was there?
Yes, I called Jobatemane. Yes, Jobatemane was there. It was right back of me. Behind me.
Okay. All right. Auntie Kuso, apart from the dirty environment that you found yourself in at Fajara Barracks, can you tell us more about the condition of this storage facility where you were detained?
The storage facility was not good for human being to be there, actually. So that's the place they take us, and we have guard that was guiding us with guns. So we had to be there.
Okay. Were there any toilet facilities provided?
There was no.
Okay. On the first night, when you got there, when you were dropped there with the other detainees, were the doors shut, the doors to the storage facility, were they shut or were they left open?
They were left open.
Okay. How did you feel being in a room full of men as the only woman there?
Well, I was scared. I just surrendered everything to God.
What were you scared of?
Because the military people with gun and with all this, because nobody knows what's going to happen that day. Nobody knows.
Okay. So you've explained about Thursday night. That was the day that you came from Fajara Barracks, and you were that was the day that you came from Karaba Police Station. My apologies. And you came to Fajara Barracks, and you spent the night there, and then Friday morning came. What happened on Friday?
Friday morning, we're still there. As I said, we didn't wash our face, no clothes. The same thing, we wear our same clothing. And then we were there. No food was given to us.
Did you drink any water?
No.
Are you all right, Auntie Koso? Would you like a few moments just to gather yourself?
No, I'm okay.
Would you like some support from our social, from our counseling people? Psychosocial support?
No, let's just try and go over. Let's try and finish up.
Okay, thank you. Okay, what happened when nature called and you needed to use the toilet? Since there were no toilet facilities provided, how did you manage?
When I want to pee the next day, because I didn't drink no water, when I want to pee, I asked them I want to pee. And then the military man had to escort me, taking me outside to go and pee out there.
And was he there when you were peeing?
Well, he escorted me, so he has to stand and see me.
Okay. Antiko, so let's move on to Saturday morning. You started by saying that on Saturday morning, something significant happened. Can you tell us what happened on Saturday morning?
Saturday morning, we were there. We were there. Everybody just praying, hoping for good news for us to go home. We see a truck, three military truck entered. Now they came and we see these military people jumping from the truck. When they jump, they come into the storage and started insulting everybody, said they're going to kill us.
Can you explain
then
what
we
happened?
were there. So we were there, and later they asked the men to lie down on the floor. They asked them to lie down. So all of them had to lie down. These military people using their boots on their feet, starting stamping them, walking from their head, and then they will turn as if they are marching on people's back. They were marching on people's back.
Okay.
And then later few of them came to Jobatemane. They were talking to Jobatemane. As they were talking to Jobatemane, the one used his gun and fired. As soon as he fired the gun, I said, oh, he don't kill him. Oh, he don't kill him.
Okay.
The moment I used that word, I think 8 of them just rushed on me. The first one kicked me with his feet. Then I had to fall down.
Auntie Koso, let's just take a moment here, please. Are you okay? Let's give you a moment to.
I'm so old. Let, let, nothing.
Reka, the connection, someone help.
They don't call her.
Hi.
Yeah, then they call her.
Yes. Hi. Her niece, yes. Yes.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Ovivan. What's the status?
Yeah.
Are we able to proceed now?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They're proceeding now.
Oh, she wants to talk to you.
Hello? Hello? Yes, please. I'm fine. Uh-huh.
Ovivan, can you bring back the witness on the screen if we are ready to proceed? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Kindly bring her on the screen, please.
Welcome back, Auntie Koso. We can't hear her.
Thank
Can you
you.
just speak loudly into the mic?
Thank you.
All right. Are you feeling much better now?
Yes.
Okay. I just need to go through some of the facts that you narrated to us. You said that once you uttered those words to Uncle Jabate Mane, you had a bunch of soldiers who actually rushed at you, and one of these soldiers kicked you. Can you please tell us where this soldier kicked you?
As soon as he come, he kicks me in front of my stomach. He kicked me. Then
Did he kick you in your private area? Antikoso, we would just like to know what happened. If you would like to tell us, can you please just let us know so that we can understand what exactly happened to you?
That's what happened.
Okay. Can you tell us what happened after he kicked you?
And all of them started hitting me using the rod they have in their hand, beating me. And then after he kicked me, there was blood all over the place.
Okay. Can you tell us what he used to kick you?
With his shoes?
With his military boots. Is that correct?
Yes, with his military. Yes.
Okay. I would just like to take you a little bit back, Antikoso, regarding the men who were being trampled upon by the soldiers. Do you remember whether or not these men were fully clothed or not when they were being trampled upon by the soldiers?
They removed their top.
So they were naked from the top down to their trousers.
They were naked. They were naked at the top. Then later, I could not even look at them. I can't look at them. I'm thinking of myself at that time. What is going to happen to me?
Yes, I understand. I just wanted to understand whether or not these soldiers were using their military boots to actually trample upon these men on their bare backs when there were no clothes on.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know whether or not they sustained any injuries from the actions of the soldiers?
Yes, because some of them have wounds on their back and everything.
Okay. And were these wounds caused by the soldiers trampling on them with their military boots?
Yes. With the rod, they were beating them too.
Okay. Can I just repeat that you've just said that they were also beating them with rods?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of rods were they using to beat them?
Well, they came with it. They came with everything to perform.
Okay. Were these plastic rods, otherwise known as hose pipes?
Yeah, hose pipes. Yeah, hose pipe.
Okay. And on which part of their bodies were they being beaten on?
Because they asked them to lie down on that dirty floor like that, put their heads on the ground, and then they started hitting them.
Okay. Can we just go back to you? You fell down on the floor after you were assaulted by the soldier, and
yes,
you said you started bleeding.
Beating me. Yes, they started beating me too.
Okay, and you started bleeding as well.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us? Can you remember any of the soldiers who actually beat you? Can you identify them? Do you know their names?
I don't know none of them because those soldiers, I don't know them.
And you don't remember them being called by any particular name, especially the particular soldier that assaulted you?
No.
Okay. Can you tell us what happened next?
After that, after they finished, they left and gone. And then on Sunday morning, we were there with the same clothes everybody have in their body. And then the NIA and CID officers arrived.
Okay.
And they came and take statement from us.
All right, Antikoso. I would just like to go back, please, to Saturday, and just ask you a few more questions about what actually happened. After you fell to the ground, the soldiers started beating you up, you fell to the ground. Did they do anything else to you at that point?
No, they continue beating me, that's all. They continue beating me, that's all.
Did they try to remove your clothes, Antikoso?
Oh yes, they were trying to take off my garambuba because I was wearing white clothing that day. They were trying to remove it from me. What's helped me most, because I have, the pine have that string to tie. Yeah. That's the thing that helped me. But the garambuba, they tried and take it off from me.
Okay, so they actually succeeded in removing your garambuba.
The garambuba, yes.
Okay, but you still had your wrapper on.
Yes, I have my wrapper on.
Did they try to remove your wrapper?
I think they were trying because of it's well tight. I tied it tight so they cannot remove it.
Okay. Auntie Koso, can you just tell us how you felt having your clothes, being removed from your body, especially after the incident that happened?
Very embarrassing.
And was this done in the presence of all the other men as well as the soldiers?
Yes.
And were you the only?
No respect for no one.
Sorry, can you just repeat?
Yes, I was the only female. They have no respect, regard for women. Yes. No regard for the men even.
Indeed. All right. And you were the only female there in the midst of all these men?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. After your ordeal, as well as the ordeal of the other men in the room, you stated that you sustained injuries. Apart from the bleeding that you sustained, did you personally sustain other injuries on your body?
Yes, on my back.
Okay, all right.
On my back.
Was there any kind of medical assistance that was given to you or the other male detainees after your experience?
No, none, nothing.
Okay.
They left us like that.
And how did you manage, Auntie Koso, without any medical intervention?
Well, I think through God's help, and I think I was strong too. I was strong.
Mm-hmm. Were you in a lot of pain?
Yes, I was in lots of pain.
And how long did the bleeding last?
Till the whole day, till the next day.
Okay. And all this time, whilst you were wounded on your body with wounds and whilst you were bleeding, you were still in the same dirty clothes that you had on when you came?
Yes.
You were not allowed to change your clothes?
Yes. No, I don't see my family don't know where I am. Nobody knows where I am.
Okay.
And at that time, they wouldn't allow, everybody is afraid.
Okay. Auntie Koso, how did you sleep that night on Saturday after everything that had happened?
Because I was in pain, I can't sleep, just crying the whole time, crying.
Okay. So what happened on the Sunday when you woke up?
The Sunday when we were there, as I said, by I think about 10 or 12, we see the CID and the NIA officers arrive. And they called us out and taking statements, asked us what happened.
Okay, can you tell us
what? Then I explained according.
Sorry, go ahead, Auntie Koso.
I explained, yeah, they take my statement. I explained what happened to me, where I was going, where I was picked up. And then they asked me, well, where is your bag? I say, it's still in that station in Kairaba. They say, okay, then don't worry. When everything settled, you will receive everything. I say, okay. And then in the evening, after they finished, it was late, I think around 7 or 8, they had to take me and they called me to come out. When I come out, they take me to the CID office in Belgium.
Okay. So Sunday was the last day that you were actually at the Fajara barracks. So you were there from Thursday evening, Friday, Saturday, up to Sunday.
Sunday evening, yeah.
Okay. So when they obtained your statement on Sunday evening, did they tell you why they were taking a statement from you?
Well, they didn't say nothing. All they said later, they said, we are trying to stage a demonstration.
Okay. Can you tell us what happened after you were taken from Fajara Barracks? Where did you go to? Or where did they take you to?
To the CID office in Banjul, Buckle Street.
Okay. Is that at the police headquarters?
Yes, the police headquarters.
Okay. And what happened when you got to the CID office?
When we get there, I don't know what they have explained to them. Well, they kept us there. I met two ladies there.
Okay, can you tell us who you met there? What ladies?
Mama Jawara. One is called Mama Jawara, and the other one is Adama Sisi.
Do you know why they were there?
Well, they explained to me that because we were all in the same one, in the office, it's the CID office, so we were there. They explained to me, oh, we two were arrested and taken to the NIA office. And then everybody showing each other their back. And Mama Jawara was showing me a leg that she was shocked with electric thing. They opened her feet and shock her all over. So we were helping each other to squeeze each other's back.
Okay, Auntie Koso, what did Mama Jawara tell you about where she was shocked? You said they opened her legs and shocked her. Where did they shock her?
They shocked her on her leg, front of her leg here and her back. All over her body was shocked.
Okay. What about the other lady? Did she tell you what happened to her?
No, she said, she said to me they didn't shock her. She told me they didn't shock her.
But did they do anything else to her?
Well, she said yes, they beat her.
Okay. Do you remember Mama Jawara telling you what they used to actually shock her?
Well, you say when she went to the NIA office, I think the electric, I don't know the way they do it over there because I was not there, I can't tell. According to her, she said they shocked her.
All right, thank you. Can you tell us how you spent your days at the CID office? You know, what happened after you were taken there and you met these two ladies? What happened?
Well, we were there. We were there from that Sunday. Then there was no way to talk to our people. I don't have access talking to no one because we were escorted. They escort us. If we want to go use the restroom, they take us. That's the time I had to use the restroom when I went there. They go off. I don't know. I can't hear nothing now.
Hello, Auntie Koso, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
All right, very well. I'm just asking whether something significant happened at the Banjul police headquarters whilst you were there.
Well, whilst we were there, we sleep again on the floor over there too.
Okay. Were you charged with any particular offense?
Oh yes, we were charged. They say we wanted to stage a demonstration. We were taken to court too.
Okay.
At Kanifing Court.
Do you remember the exact charges you were charged with?
They say we wanted to stage a demonstration.
Okay. Yeah. The voice is not good. Hello, can you hear me, Auntie Koso?
Yes, I can hear you.
There's a lot of interference in, I don't know if it's in the headsets. Can you hear it? Okay, I think I
Yes,
can.
there is
Hello,
lot
can
of
you hear
noise.
me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, all right. Antiko, so I just want to read out the charge sheet that you were, the charge sheet containing the charges that you were charged with, so that you can tell us whether or not these were the actual charges that were preferred against you. Madam Chair, I just wish to explain to Koso the charges which are contained in Exhibit 0011. It's part of the record. If I may read out the charge sheet to her.
You may.
Thank you. All right. It states, Antikoso, count 1, statement of offense, attempt to do an act with seditious intention contrary to Section 52(1)(a) of the Criminal Code Cap 10, Volume 3 of the Laws of the Gambia, 1990. Particulars of offense, that Jabate Mane, Bach Samba Jallo, Seni Fai, Mama Jawara, Ismaila Jawara, Bakari Kamara, Sarani Jata, Adam Masise, Alaji Muri Keba Sedikan, Fansu Jawara, Yaya Dabo, Modu Kebe, Fode Sise, Ibrahim Sonko, Buna Kebe, Dabo Kuli, Omar Ba, Koso Taylor, which is you, Lang Hawa Sonko, Malamin Sonko, Landing Kamara, Keba Tunkara, Lamin Kanaji. On the 12th day of October 1995, at the American Embassy along Caraba Avenue in the Kombo St. Mary Division of the Republic of the Gambia, with a seditious intention, attempted to stage a demonstration. Were those the charges against you at the time?
Yes, that's what it said.
All right, thank you. Can you tell us how you reacted to these charges?
Well, I say, okay, let's go to court. If they're taking us to court, we have to go to court. That's where they will prove people. If I'm guilty, let them deal with me. If I am not, that's okay. They will release me.
Okay. Did you eventually go to court?
Oh, yes, we were going to court.
All right. At the court, were you given an opportunity to plead whether you were guilty or not guilty of these charges?
No, because I have a lawyer. One of my friend, my sister, provide me with my son. They provide me a lawyer.
Okay. So can you just take us through the trial and what happened? Where was the trial, in fact?
In Kanifing.
Okay. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, we went to court so many times, nothing. We went to court, they started the case, they will go up to the middle. As soon as it's almost my turn, they adjourn. Whenever it comes to me, they adjourn.
So how long did the trial take?
The trial never go through until ended. They adjourn. They keep on adjourning. And then my lawyer had to talk to one lady, my friend, Susan Gom, and talk to her, telling her, I don't think anything will, because whenever I go to court, nothing. Whenever we go to court, nothing. So I don't know what is going to happen.
So how long was the case being adjourned from time to time? How long did this whole process take?
Oh, sometimes when we go to court 1-2 days, it takes about, if they adjourn, it takes about 2 months or 3 months. That's how they keep on adjourning.
Was there any witness that was presented by the prosecution? Did anyone give evidence?
I think one Seni, Fatou Bensouda was there.
Was she the prosecutor in the case?
Yes, Fatou Bensouda.
Okay, who was the magistrate at the time?
We have one first, we have one bacheli.
Okay.
And then that's how it goes.
Okay. Did any witness testify? Do you remember whether anyone actually came and gave evidence for the prosecution?
I don't remember. I don't remember because it's quite a long time now.
All right.
That doesn't occur to me.
Okay. And during this time when your case was being adjourned, frequently, were you still detained at the Banjul police headquarters?
Yes, they didn't provide us with nothing. Okay. They didn't provide us with food. They didn't provide us with nothing.
All right. So how did you manage?
Oh, I have two good friends. As I said, one of them, Susan Gom, was in London. She said she couldn't sleep. So she called her house, and then the kids explained to her what happened to me. And then she asked her kids to be sending food for me, to send lunch for me and dinner. And then I have another friend at McDonald Street, the Prom family. They were both of them were providing food for me throughout.
Okay. So before they started providing food for you, were you provided with food at the station?
Not that.
Okay.
Never.
Can you tell us where you slept?
On the floor. On the floor at the CID office.
Okay. So you were not taken to the detention cells, is that correct?
No.
Did you have any bedding? Any bed sheets?
Well, I think after 5 or 6 months, then the IG, I think the Mambojang had to ask the IG, the Inspector General of Police, if we can get something to lie down. They said yes. Then that's how we went and provided us to lie down.
Who provided these things for you, and what were these things that were provided?
A little sponge and sheet for my own family, for my son and my friends.
Okay. Can you tell us who was the Inspector General of Police at that time?
F.I. Jame.
Was it F.R.I. Jame?
Jame, yes.
Okay. All right.
It was very nice.
Okay. So can you tell us the duration of your detention at the CID office in Banjul? How long did you stay there after you were brought in from Fajara Barracks?
1 month.
Okay.
1 year, 1 month.
1 year, 1 month. You were at the Banjul police station, sleeping at the CID office.
Yes.
Okay. You just mentioned your sons, Antikoso. You haven't mentioned them before. Throughout your detention, what happened to them?
Well, all of them were afraid to come and see me. Only one was there with me in Banjul, so he was afraid to come and see me because you know what, people keep on talking, they were afraid. He was afraid. And later, he started to bring food for me from the Prom family. He would go and pick the food there and drop the food for me. That's how I started seeing it.
All right, thank you. Antiko, so what eventually happened after you started going to court and the case was being adjourned frequently, as you say? What happened afterwards?
Oh, yeah, on November, we sit down, the IG explained to us that they think they're going to release us. We will go home soon. I said, what about the court? He said, no, everything is finished like that.
Okay.
That's how we are released.
All right, so you didn't go back to court after that?
No, No.
So you don't know whether the charges were dropped or not against you?
Well, I think when they released us, I think they dropped everything because we never appear no more. They never called us no more.
Okay. I just want to take you back a little bit. Whilst you were detained at the Banjul CID, did you actually see any other detainees apart from the ladies that you were with? Did you see any other detainees, or did you see anybody being brought to the office there?
Oh, yes. The first person, yeah, they brought a lot of people. I saw Fafambai too was there. He met us there.
Who was Fafambai?
And then he was the lawyer. You know, Fafambai was a lawyer, and then the council appointed him. And later, I think they fall apart, and then they arrested him. I don't know what happened. I don't know what was his own problem. But he was there too. Fafambai was there.
Okay. And who else was brought?
They brought Mr. Denton too, but he didn't spend the night there. He had to leave. The wife bailed him out.
Do you remember Mr. Denton's? Sorry, Auntie Kusu. Do you remember?
Yes.
His first name?
Abu Denton.
Okay.
I think now it's late. It's late Abu Denton now.
Do you know who he was at that point?
Yes, I think it was the treasurer in Treasury.
Okay, thank you. So eventually, you were released from the Banjul CID. What happened next? Where did you go?
After my family, I had to go to Freetown to visit my family. No, we had to go and pick my purse. Before I was released, the Inspector General of Police called back out police station for me to go over there and pick my bag and my money and my passport. Everything was handed over to me.
All right, so you eventually got those back?
Yes.
Okay, so what did you do next?
Then I go and purchase a ticket. Then I go to Freetown.
Okay, so you got to Freetown, and what happened?
When I get to Freetown, then the problem in Freetown, this rebel thing. So I say, well, from one problem to another problem. So I had to find my way to Senegal, Dakar.
Okay, are you referring to the civil war that happened in Sierra Leone?
Yes.
Okay,
so
you went there and, you went there and you met the civil war going on in Freetown?
Yes.
So you couldn't stay there?
No, I can't, because everybody was leaving the country to go. So what am I doing there? So I had to find my way, go to Guinea, get a way to go to Dakar.
Okay. Where were most of the people from Freetown going to? Which country were they going to seek refuge?
Some go to Guinea, from Guinea to Gambia. Most of them went to Gambia.
Yes, but you were a Gambian. Why did you not return back to Gambia?
I cannot, with all the humiliation and all the problem. And if I go back to Gambia, I don't know what's going to happen to me at that time.
Were you scared for your life?
Oh, yes. That's why I went to Dakar.
Okay. So tell us how you got to Dakar. How did you travel to Dakar?
Well, I go through Guinea. I from Sierra Leone to Guinea. Then I find a way. Then my friend and my son sent me money. I had a ticket. I landed in Dakar. Then I have no place to stay in Dakar. I have nobody there. So it was very tough in Dakar too.
Indeed, Auntie Koso. How did you manage?
In Dakar, well, when I get there, I keep on asking people. You know, when you ask, people will tell you. I keep on asking people. Then I went to the American Council to go and give up myself there. When I went there, I met with some Gambians, and then they helped me through my journey, assisting me. And then I have money for my siblings. They've been sending money for me, and my son sending money, and my friend in Banjul, Susan Gom, said they sending money for me. That's how I was surviving Dakar until I have the way to come to America.
Okay. Antico, so did you attempt to contact the Gambian embassy in Dakar?
Oh, no.
Why did
No,
you
I
not?
never go to the Gambia.
Why not?
Because because it's under that regime, I cannot go there.
Sorry, there's a lot of interference.
Mm-hmm.
Who do I talk to? Yeah. Hello, there's a lot of interference in the mic.
I don't know
Antico, so
what's
can you hear
happening.
me?
Oh, hold on. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yes, okay. Antico, so you said you eventually succeeded in getting American, or rather asylum in America. Is that correct?
Oh, yes. Yes.
So did you eventually travel to America?
Yes, from Dakar to America.
Okay. What happened to your sons?
My son too is in America with me.
Okay. Antico, so I would like to ask you what impact your experiences had on your life. You know, you've explained the assaults that happened to you, the violations, the human rights violations that happened, your torture at Fajara Barracks, your persecution and the trial that you went through, which was eventually dropped. Can you tell us how all of these things have impacted on your life today?
Well, I just take things one day at a time. Sometimes when I have emotion, I just pray to God, let me overcome some of it. Because if I keep on thinking about it all the days of my life, I will never succeed. And I am a child of God, and I know I will go through it. The Lord is with me, and He guides me through up till today.
Amen, Auntie Koso. Do you have any words you would like to tell the Gambian people? Any words of advice, any recommendations, words of wisdom, anything you'd like to say? Sorry.
Well,
After. Yes, please go ahead, Auntie Koso.
Well, as you know, life was not like this in Gambia. Gambia is a friendly country. People love one another. People have compassion for one another. But things have changed in the Gambia. Things have changed completely. There is no love, because if there was love, if there is love, a human being cannot treat a fellow human being like the way they treat people in Gambia. So I just leave everything in the hands of God. And I thank my people who were taking care of me. As I said, I thank my family. I thank my children. I thank my siblings. I thank my friends. I thank the Prom family. I thank Susan Gom a lot. I have nothing to give her, but I thank her so much from the bottom of my heart. I thank her.
Thank you, Auntie Koso. We would like to hand over to the commissioners. They may have a few questions for you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Madam Chair, please.
Council commissioners, any of you want to ask? No? The commissioners do not have any questions. But before we
Thank
close,
you.
I would like to say that every woman who is a woman has felt your pain and your trauma, Kosotelo. We empathize with you and salute you for your courage, your resilience, and your faith. We thank you for your determination to come out and tell your narrative. We are sorry that by testifying today, you had to relive your traumatic experience. On behalf of all of us, we apologize most sincerely for what you had to experience then and what you were subjected to, simply because someone or some individuals took it upon themselves to deprive you of your fundamental human rights and freedoms, abuse you, and violate your human rights. Your brother in detention, Senifai, had already told us about your traumatic experience, and you have confirmed what he said that day. By coming out, you have contributed significantly to helping us create an impartial record of the human rights violations and abuses that occurred during the period July 1994 to January 2017, to address impunity, promote reconciliation, and provide for reparations where appropriate. We join you in thanking those people who stood by you during that difficult period. And in particular today, we'd like to thank your family in the States for providing you the emotional support that you needed. Koso, we thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Okay. Lead counsel?
Madam Chair, that brings us to the end of today's proceedings. We hand over to you to adjourn until tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. We meet tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Now then they call it swing. To carry on.